Hello everybody, I'm Steve and welcome to Green Side Up. I've been stuck at home again today, unfortunately, not managed to get down to the plot, and I'm out in the greenhouse now, just going to pot a few things on, and we'll have a look at all these things that I put on this propagator a little while ago, so we'll crack on with that now. Okay, so this first tray down here is a mesclun salad mix, and you can see they're starting to come up. This is one of the trays. I've had to replace the pellets on it a couple of times this week. Little slug trails keep appearing, but anyway, hopefully they're allowing these to grow now. Moving on, I've got two trays here. Now this is my own salad mix, and by that I mean they are old lettuce leaves that were in packets, and they were like, some of them were like 2, 3, 4 years out of date, but I just mixed them all up in a bowl and threw them in. And again, on these two, maybe just see down there is some slug trails in there, and the pellets have been disappearing off there again, so there must have been a lot more in here than I actually thought. But I keep putting the pellets down, so hopefully we've got them sorted now. Moving on, this is the Sarah Raven Autumn and Winter Mix. This is doing really quite well. I'm really pleased with that one. And then if I just move down to the front, here are my two pak choys. I've got red on the right and green on the left, obviously. And I'm going to be putting some of those on in a minute. And this one is one of those Italian varieties of lettuce, Riccia Rossa, but they're coming through. This one here should have been one of the first through, really. It's lamb's lettuce and normally very easy to grow, but the slugs are there. I think they're just carpet eating them as they come up. I mean, those pellets will be gone by tomorrow. And pretty much the same here, I've got a few coming through. Well, this is the fantastic start. As microgreens, I sowed these. Look at that, it's like a volcanic eruption in there. That's just radish in there. And again, I only want them sort of 3-4 inches tall, really. And then we'll harvest and eat those leaves because they're lovely. They are quite peppery. That's lovely. And the same over here with the kale. It's like a volcano going off. I mean, that's fantastic. So, very pleased with them so far. Right, so I'm going to get on with potting some of these seedlings on. These are pak choi, and this is a red variety. And there's nothing difficult, to be honest, about this. It's all in nice riddled compost, so they come out nice and easy. Look, with a nice root on, dibble a hole with your trusty finger and get the little bugger in. I don't, those who have watched me for a long time know I don't mess around with these sort of things too much. I just like to get on with it and get the job done. And in general, that works for me. So I don't worry too much about breaking things or messing it up. As long as I get some plants at the end of the day, that's all that I care about, really. And it is a bit late in the year for doing all this, but again, I have a philosophy that if you don't sow, you won't know and you can't grow. Now, last season I had pak choi that I was harvesting in February, so that was February earlier this year, and I didn't plant them until just before Christmas, so you know, these are on course to be planted at the same time, and so I should get a harvest from them. It really just depends on the weather. If we maintain a nice mild winter, these will all come good. If the temperature plummets, they'll all die. And this is the risk you take, but as I say, if you don't sow, you can't grow them, so have a go, learn by it and find out for yourselves. I would like a foolproof method of doing this, I really would. But because this means if these grow, it means I'll have had 2 harvests of pak choi through the winter, which is ridiculous really. But so I expect half of these will come up, because they are very small seedlings. But again, there's nothing too difficult about doing it, and for the sake of spending half an hour in your greenhouse or wherever on your kitchen table, I think it's worth doing, having a go. And it's the same principle with everything else I've sowed. So these are the red ones. I'll do another line of those, and then I'll put some green ones in off camera. Just finish these off, and they're so ready to move on. The only thing we really might struggle with this time of year is when I sowed them last year for this February gone, where I got the harvest. The weather leading up to Christmas was quite sunny and bright. It's not at the minute. You can see from now it's very, very dark and overcast. So it's not ideal light conditions. So they might suffer from light deprivation. So they'll become etiated. They start just reaching for the sky and straining for the light. So we've got those done. Something I forgot to sow the other day was these. These are me peas for pea shoots. But again, these won't take too long. And they're really easy to sow. So, and these will just join the salads that are behind me in the propagator. There, job done. They just need water. Very quickly, it's very easy to sow a few things and have some crops. Pea. There, job done. So all these seeds, they've all come up really, really quickly. Yes, I know it's December and it's probably the wrong time of the year to get these things started, but as I said earlier, if you don't sow, you won't know and you can't grow, and it's pretty much that simple. So get yourself some trays of seed compost, sow some seeds, look after them for a few days and see what comes through, and you'll be rewarded with something that you can eat very, very quickly, especially if you have got protection like a greenhouse or a polytunnel. But if not, put them in a pot and put them on your windowsill, kitchen windowsill, bathroom, wherever. Just get something out, get something growing, and see. And you continue in your gardening. You're not becoming, you're not get to September and stop gardening until February. You're actually growing something continuously all the time, and your knowledge and experience is growing as well. So that's why I do it. I can't stop. I just find it physically impossible, and I'll be sowing all the way through this month and all the way through until this time next year. I don't stop. I'll just keep going at it and seeing what happens. Seeds are cheap. So anyway, that's it for today. Please stay safe, everyone. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Ta-ra now.